Hi, Permanently Geek. Thank you guys for having me. My name is Dennis Herbert. I'm the director and producer of To Hell and Back, the Kane Hodder Story.
Kane Hodder.
He is the one, the only, and the best. Everybody else can even compete with him.
I was driven to tell Kane's story in multiple facets. One, I heard his story. And two, I read the book, Unmasked, that he wrote with Mike Aloisi. And it just inspired me to no end, because not only did you have this horror icon, someone that I love and grew up with, but you also have someone who, has been through so many human interest elements that makes it an amazing story as well, such as being bullied quite severely as a child, to growing up on islands outside of the norm. Like, this guy grew up on an island called Kwajalein, an island in American Samoa. He also, was burned, as the trailer definitely mentions quite a bit. And not just a small burn, but burned over 40% of his body with third-degree burns. And then he overcame that as a burn survivor and became one of the biggest horror icons of all time, playing roles like Jason Voorhees, Victor Crowley, the list goes on, as well as just being an amazing person and nice guy. The process of doing an IndieGoGo and raising money is a challenging one. I mean, no one tells you that not only do you have months of prep beforehand, like literally, we've been working on this project since about November, prepping the IndieGoGo. And then we get it launched and you have more videos to edit, GIFs to create, images to create, people to tweet and Instagram and updates to make, and you have to constantly be up to date with social media and everything else, and just keep raising awareness, keep getting interviews for Kane, keep getting interviews for us, keep the public attention on the project, especially with Friday the 13th coming up. We are so excited and hoping that we can get some big attention around the project on that day, because this project really is about Jason, Kane Hodder, who played Jason more than anybody else on the planet. Kane obviously mentioned the Botham Burn Center at length when talking about his burn story in the interviews, both here in LA in the soundstage and in Hawaii in our hotel room. But it just, we really wanted to partner with them to run this IndieGoGo because of how important it is to us and Kane to give back to a burn center that did such amazing work for him. It's very important for Kane to give back a little bit because he feels very indebted to them. They brought him back from death's door, and that's not something to take lightly. So we knew that we'd love to get their involvement. We contacted them. They were thrilled to be a part of the campaign. They cleared us to go up there and film, so we're filming up there very soon. Kane's going to actually meet the doctor who saved him from death's door for the first time since that, and go back to the burn center for the first time on film since it happened, for the first time in many years. And it is going to be an amazing experience to go up there, and I'm looking forward to that. It's one of the last bit of things we have to film, just a little extra that we had saved until this point, and we're excited to be scheduling that and actually get up there and be able to show visually a lot of what Kane had been through at the time. We have such a large number of interviews with Kane's colleagues, family, friends, and other people important to him because of how well respected Kane is by those people. He's not only revered in the industry for his stunt skills and his acting abilities and just his overall icon status in the horror community, but he also just has their utmost respect and love. I mean, one of my favorite ones, Cassandra Peterson was about to fly out of town for quite some time and then start her show at Knott's, and she decided to drive across town during rush hour right before her flight to do our interview. And it just meant the world to Kane and to us that she wanted to do anything for Kane. And she even said, of course I would do this. I would do anything for Kane. And almost everyone on this project has felt the same way. It was almost a uniform yes when we asked for interviews from anybody to appear in it. And that was a wonderful feeling for us. One of my favorite stories told by one of his co-stars, though, would have to be Adam Green. Adam has worked with Kane on projects like Hatchet, the trilogy, Holliston, the TV show, Chillerama, Dig Up the Marrow, Frozen, and he was telling a story particularly about Frozen, where they had no money to hire Kane as their stunt coordinator because they had the budget for a local stunt coordinator, and that was it. Kane cared so much about the safety of Adam, Will, the DP, and everyone else on that set, all the actors, and just generally, this is how much he cares, that he called up the production and agreed to take a severe pay cut to pay for his own flight out there and lodging, and pretty much got paid nearly nothing to do the entire movie. And it was a grueling shoot. It was weeks on end on a real ski lift, hoisted up in the middle of an actual mountain where it was a long time to get up and a long time to get down. So if there was an emergency, it really relied heavily on the stunt people to make sure there wasn't an emergency and that everyone was safe and taken care of, not only in the traditional respects, but also hypothermia and everything else they could have received being that far out in the middle of nowhere. So that really, to me, spoke to how much Kane cares and how much he's willing to give. Not only is he an actor, an amazing stuntman and everything else, but he's also willing to put everything he has on the line to do his job right and make sure that everyone's taken care of, that he cares about. And when he cares deep. The plans we have for this documentary once it's finished is to obviously get distribution for it on the biggest platform possible. We'd really love to do a major DVD and Blu-ray deal where we get them in stores nationwide, hopefully internationally wide. We also would like to get it on all the big platforms, iTunes, Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, all them eventually. But we're also not opposed to Netflix exclusive deals with bigger studios, deals with smaller studios. It really all depends on what's best for the movie. And so we're going to be looking at distribution as soon as the movie is in a state where we're ready to show it to distributors. But yeah, we're hoping to get out there and also go on a major tour of conventions and film festivals and everything and really get the movie out there to the fans. Do signings, do big events, do parties around it. We really think it's something to celebrate. Me and Kane Hodder, he's one of the biggest horror icons of all time. He's telling a story like he did in his book, but visually, and it's going to be something that people aren't going to want to miss. They're going to cry, they're going to, laugh, they're going to really just have their heart warmed, I think, by the whole story, because somebody who overcomes all this stuff, but still has the personality he has, is still one of the kindest people you ever meet. It's not every day you hear a story like that. And I really hope that you guys will check us out. Our URL is kanehoddermovie.com. And we really would love your support, so please contribute what you can and share the link with all your friends, families, colleagues, even strangers. Your support means the world to us, and we really thank you for your time. Thank you.
And please contribute.
Do it, or something like this could happen. You know that's not comfortable. Oh, he's hurting bad. Please, before he passes out.